Had a good run, Gordon? Ah, yes, it was splendid. Rushing through the countryside and passing trees and buildings with the wind blowing through. Nothing can get better than that, I tell you. Indeed, we are the most efficient top-link express engines, the most capable, the most up-to-date. The future.
I recall when I was the fastest engine around, rolling down the line at 75 miles an hour with the express rattling behind me.
75 miles per hour? With the express? Pah! That would never do.
Even I can go faster than that with my trains.
Edward, when are you going to realize you're out of date? 75 miles an hour might have been somewhat suitable for a slow goods train, but for a passenger train? Well, it's just not feasible for an engine with that speed to be on time for that kind of work, let alone the express.
Aren't you taking the stopping service today, Alfred?
I think so. Sure, the express is far more grand, but it is tiring to be out early and arrive back at the sheds late.
I hope I'll be able to pull at least a goods train sooner or later.
The drivers won't choose you again. Quite right. They want big, strong engines like us. Speak of the devil, here comes one of the crews now. When does your passenger train depart? Well, it shouldn't be too long now. First time we've been given an option to choose an engine for today. Let's see what we have. I say, why are you sad?
Oh, well...
Would you like to come out today?
Oh, yes, please!
Won't choose me again.
Well, look at me now!
Well, I thought I was taking the stopping service. Thought, huh? Oh, do be careful, Edward. Yes, please don't bump and bang us around like the other engines do.
Don't worry, I'll handle you like a proper engine. Thank you, Edward.
That was kind. Indeed. We are glad you're taking us out today. I for sure haven't seen this one out and about in a while.
Get in quickly, please! Oh, I am excited. I haven't had a passenger run in a long time.
When the guard blows his whistle, we can start. Now that you mention it, where is the guard? I can't see him around the station.
Hello, Earl. You by chance happen to see the guard anywhere? Well, there he... I can't see him anywhere.
Have you seen the guard anywhere, Lewis? Yes, I did actually. Last night. Bruh.
Are we ever going to start? Here he comes! Hello? You've worked hard today. As such, we'll be taking you out tomorrow as well.
So, were you late today?
Completely and entirely wrong. We were early to every station, and I'm going out again tomorrow. What do you think of that?
You watch me this afternoon, little Edward, as I rush through with the express. That will be a fine sight for you. Goodbye, little Edward. Look out for me this afternoon. train. Oh, a goods train. The shame of it. Oh, quit your complaining, will you?
Gordon, I think your express looks a little different today. I was helping out at the harbor earlier today. You should have seen Gordon's reaction to having to take that train.
If I've ever seen an engine complain so much.
Gordon can't get up the hill. I need you to take Edward and give him a push. Alrighty. Yes, I think we found Gordon.
You're not trying. I can't do it. Those noisy trucks hold an engine back so. Now if they were coaches, clean, sensible things that come quietly, that would be different.
We've come here to push.
It's no use at all.
Oh, really? You wait and see.
So, what's the plan?
Let's bring the train back down to the bottom of the hill, and when the guard blows his whistle, we'll give it a try with Edward pushing from behind. I'm ready.
No good. I can't do it.
I'll do it.
What do you know? I've done it.
I'll admit, you did nicely helping Gordon up the gradient. Thank you. We sometimes have to... Wait, what is that?
Oh, incoming!
That's a fender bender.
I'm very pleased with you, Edward. Tell you what, I'll get some paint out tomorrow and give you a beautiful new coat of blue with red stripes. Then you'll be the smartest engine in the shed. Afternoon, Henry. I do believe it's time for our stopping train, and I don't think we can do that if we're resting here and not ready there.
Alright, I'm up. Let's get to the station.
Looks like we'll be getting some downpour.
Hopefully it's just a brief drizzle.
Hello, Henry.
Good afternoon, Will.
Say, where ye off to?
I'm just taking a passenger train along the main line. I just hope the rain won't last the whole journey.
It's just rain, not really a big deal. It doesn't stop us engines.
True, but there could be a possibility that an engine's paint could get spoiled. Oh, I must be going now. I'll see you around, Will.
See you later.
If it continues like this, my green paint will be soaked.
Finally. Henry, why are you slowing down? We still need to get to the next station. Why did we stop, old boy? Can't you see this isn't a station? What's going on? What does it look like? Henry stopped. Now, Henry, we should keep going. The passengers will get cross.
No, thank you.
And why ever not?
The heavy rain will spoil my lovely green paint and red stripes.
You know what to do, Howard. Right then.
I'm not going to spoil my lovely green paint and red stripes for you.
Now then, what, may I ask, is the meaning of this, Mr. Beasley? Apparently, Henry doesn't want to come out of the tunnel due to the rain. We've tried a few things to get him rolling again. No luck. Is that so? I think I have an idea. Mr. Howard, would you be so kind as to fetch a rope from the last coach? Of course, sir.
What do you have in mind, Topham?
We shall pull you out, Henry. Oh my goodness gracious! Henry, there will be some severe consequences when you're finished taking this train. I've got a rope. Splendid. Thank you, Mr. Howard. Now, what I need you to do is tie it to Henry's front coupling. Now then, everybody else, I need each of you to grab a part of the rope. What about you, Sir Topham? Oh, me? Well, my doctor has forbidden me to pull. Without further ado, 1, 2, 3, pull! Oh, let's try pushing from the other end and see how that works. You gonna, help us? Oh, my apologies. My doctor has also forbidden me to push. 1, 2, 3, push! Wait a minute. The rain's dying down. Henry may come out now. Look, Henry, it stopped raining.
While that is true, there are still grey clouds up ahead, meaning that it will begin again soon. And what will become of my green paint with red stripes then?
Sir, we could get another engine to push him out if there's one available. That's not a bad idea. Alfred is coming this way with some spare construction supplies from Crosby. He shouldn't be too long now. Well, come on, let's go stop them. Right behind you.
That sounds like a guard's whistle. It is, up ahead.
I think we better stop.
What's going on?
I'm afraid Henry is refusing to come out of the tunnel due to the rain. I need you to push him out.
Well then, I guess it's the only option. Now what?
Stay here, Alfred. I'll go speak to Henry. Henry, are you absolutely sure that you want to stay in the tunnel?
Yes.
Very well. If I could please have everyone's undivided attention for a moment, that would be greatly appreciated. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Do not worry, we will ensure that all of you will get to the stations you please. We thank you for your patience. Howard, I need you to uncouple the coaches from Henry. Jeremiah, take Alfred and leave the trucks of extra building supplies on the other side of the tunnel. Then come back to collect the coaches to bring them to the rest of the stations. Will do. I need the majority of you to build a short barrier at that tunnel. Then 2 of you will place signs about 300 yards away from both sides of that line. Alright then. Come on, men. You heard him. We got work to do. Well then, Henry, you wanted to stay in the tunnel? Then you shall stay here for always and always and always until you are needed.
One of the men is running up the line to the next station. An engine should be here soon enough.
Speaking of which, I think it's about time for us to leave.
I say, where's Henry? He's never usually out this late.
Perhaps he's held up at a faulty signal.
Well, I wish I could say that was the case, but I'm afraid it isn't.
How do you mean?
You remember it was raining this afternoon, correct?
I do.
From what I've heard, Henry was refusing to come out of the tunnel because he believed the rain would spoil his paint. After I unsuccessfully tried to push him out, the fat director told me to leave my trucks on the other side of the tunnel and to take his coaches onward. Wait, he stopped whilst taking the stopping service? Afraid so. Disgraceful. Well, what happened then? I can't say I'm certain.
I heard the rumor going around amongst the workmen. The ones that Alfred was taking back to the yard were told to build a low wall blocking Henry's path. That's strange. I'll try and see for myself. But for now, we best be getting our rest. Now, let's see if this little tale is true. Well, is he there? It would seem so. To be fair though, he did cause his passengers to be very late. I suppose you're right. Oh, that's my whistle. I must be off now. This railway is becoming more financially unstable as we speak. We can barely afford to sustain the upkeep of our engines and rolling stock. There's less passengers on our line. We've already had to let over half of our workmen go. If we don't find a way to get more money soon, we may have to pull the plug. Any ideas, gents?
Well, since there are less passengers traveling by rail, perhaps we could sell some of our coaches and rolling stock, or maybe even an engine now that there's less work.
I'm not sure. I'll try and see what I can do when we're done here. But if that were to succeed, we would have to make more contracts for trains. They may also end up selling engines for scrap. We have to keep up the hard work with the little we're having. Just try and make sure you aren't one of those engines. Henry, you will be greeted by the gentleman who purchased you by the name of Sir Charles Topham Hatt.
Sir, I thought you were selling that new C1 Atlantic we had.
That's what Topham thinks. We have no Atlantic on us.
Sir, you're not saying that you cheated him out of his money?
It'll be our little secret, just between you and I and the rest of the board. Besides, it's for the benefit of the railway.
Who are you? Who are you? Oh, well, I'm Henry. Then there's your answer, you fool. Tell me, why are you here and not at the sheds with the other engines? Well, I was taking a train and the downpour started to occur, so I hid in here until it would clear up. Was your train carrying freight or passengers? Oh, answer me, Henry. I was taking passengers. Then why did you stop here?
I didn't want to get my green paint ruined.
I see. What are your main concerns overall? Well, I want to keep running, and to have a good railway to work on. Perhaps you have forgotten about a certain time, a time where circumstances were much different. You were once on another railway, far from Sodor. Shortly after you were built, you proved to be unreliable. It wasn't until your construction was nearing completion when the manager realized that the plans and drawings he sent a spy to steal from Doncaster were for an Atlantic and an A1 Pacific hybrid. An experimental engine. Months later, times were very uncertain for not only you, but also for the other engines. The manager called the fat director offering to sell you, whom upon agreeing to purchase you, was cheated out of a fair amount of money. He wanted an Atlantic, but he got you instead. For all the money that was taken from him, he could have sold you for scrap, just like that. If he did, he wouldn't have to spend more money on coal and water. But he didn't. He gave you a chance because he believed he could rely on you. You had a new railway with plenty of work, engines, and a director who cares about them. Were you enjoying your new life? Yes, and
Then
why did you refuse to leave the tunnel? There were passengers in your train, and you know fine well they had places to be. And the fat director of all people was on board. Oh, but that's right. I didn't want to spoil my lovely green paint. Just consider this for a moment. If it wasn't for him, you would have been hauled away to be scrapped a long time ago. So why can't you stop being so selfish? Still here. I wonder if I'll be coming out. I don't want to stay here.
When he hears that whistle blow, Gordon's hissing ready to go. With his coaches red and cream, pulling out of Knapwood shiny and clean, he's running right on time. Big blue Gordon as he thunders down the line. Big blue Gordon never fails to impress. Gordon is the fastest and best.
We're approaching the tunnel soon. I'll go as fast as I possibly can and whiz past Henry. He won't even realize I'm coming. I think Gordon's coming.
Gordon, we should slow down.
What has happened to me? You've burst your safety valve. You can't pull the train any further. Oh dear. We were going so nicely too.
Things are always going wrong with these engines. Send for another one at once. Edward, we need your help. Gordon has broken down just before the tunnel, and we need another engine to take the express the rest of the way. Would you be up to do so? I'll give it a try.
That's no use. Edward can't pull the train. Told you.
Look at who's talking.
Why not let Henry try?
Yes, I will. Henry, would you like to come out of the tunnel and help pull this train?
Yes, please, sir.
Now then, Gordon's crew will start you up. I'm ready when you are.
Come on, let's get going.
Thank you for helping to pull the train, you two.
No problem.
After this, let's go get Gordon.
Thank you for taking the express, and for helping me get back to the sheds. You know, we need a few favors ourselves, so I guess we'll be even soon.
Alright, alright.
I must say, the Thin Clergyman did a fine job at capturing the railway in his series. Yes, indeed he did. And I hear another one of his books is going to be published next week. Won't that be exciting? Indeed it will, Henry. Well, I must go now. The express won't run itself.
You're still here? It's over.
Go home. Go.